We completely skipped the entire hill, of course. Watching her walk in front of me, I noticed that she walks very quickly, taking long, heavy, determined strides. Maybe if we're traveling through a snowstorm, it would make sense to walk like that, but it's perfectly a clear day. Anyway, it's making me feel exhausted just watching her. We arrive at the tea house in what Misha says is record time, likely because of Shizune's blazing pace. I feel a little let down seeing that it's not a huge feudal-era building with mats on the floor and limiting kimonos for the tea. No, what does that sign say? It's even there. And there. It probably just says cafe, I imagine, or something. Just like, we don't have like you know, well, it's called the Shanghai, so maybe that is what it says, but I don't know. It actually is more like a cafe, as I thought. Not that it's a bad thing, it looks very nice. As soon as I walk through the doors, someone zooms in front of us, as if they had been lying in wait the entire time. Welcome, thanks for your thank you for patronizing this establishment. The top half of her body drops forward in a bow that looks like an axe chopping through wood. I'm surprised, it's not other than Yuko, the librarian. It just feels weird. We've seen this so many times, but because we start right over and over again, essentially. It always ends up being the first time, so it just feels weird because we've seen it so many times. Hey, I didn't know you worked here.
Oh, yes I do, I'm a waitress. I've been working here for 1 year, 6 months and 2 weeks now. Thank you for choosing to come here. Is there anything I can do for you?
Since I've been working for 1 year, 6 months and 2 weeks. You must be keeping really good track of that.
Hi, Yu-chan! Hello.
Misha, you both know her too.
Of course, Yu-chan. Yu-chan works in the library after all. I don't go there often myself, but Yu-chan knows her, and we both come here a lot, so it's like we see her all the time. Yes, should I get you your usuals, and if there's anything you would want, please feel free to tell me at any time.
You don't have to be so formal, we all know each other. It's also pretty empty today, so she can afford to take it easy. I was hoping she would stop looking so nervous, but my words have the opposite effect.
No, I'm a waitress, this is my job, I have to do it properly. Okay, that works for Shizune.
Shizune? She'd never call her Shizune.
Shi-chan, Yu-chan, please get Shi-chan what she usually gets, and I'll have some green tea with milk and honey.
No pressure.
Yes, but this is my job, and there's always pressure. I'm sorry. I'm arguing with a customer. Sorry.
Here you go, takes another 100-mile-per-hour bow. Tries not to give up and join Shizune and Misha at the table. As soon as I sit down, Yuko comes by looking even more upset than before.
I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. I forgot to take your order. I'm not attentive to customers. That's not right. I'm sorry. If there's anything I can do to make up for it, please tell me. It's okay, Yu-chan. He-chan didn't order anything, so it's not your fault. Don't be upset.
Seriously, that hair, man. It's like... I don't know. She's got a strawberry-like face. And she's got, like, drills or tornadoes or ice cream cones. Which makes it just like, yeah, she is like the physical humanoid form of strawberry ice cream. It's true, I guess. I should order now, but I don't really know what this place serves. And there doesn't seem to be a menu. Yeah, she's right. I'll have some coffee and a sandwich if you have one. Whichever sandwich you think is the best tasting one here, because Shizune is paying for my meal. Shizune frowns and gives me an alternating look of surprise, indignation, and bemusement, unable to decide between the three.
He-chan, just how much money you have in your wallet? It can't be that little, right? We should split the cost 3 ways to make it fair. Yeah, I won't accept anything else.
Misha turns to Yuko.
Yu-chan, Shi-chan says she wants 3 of whatever is the most expensive item on the menu.
No!
Just kidding, He-chan. Okay, I think that the turkey sandwich is the most delicious sandwich. It comes with a free soup. A good employee would try to recommend the item that there is most of, though. Or the most expensive item. Am I bad at my job?
Oh, that sounds good. I'll have that and some coffee.
Okay.
She comes back a few minutes later with our drinks and my sandwich. Shizune seems to be fine with just her tea. While Misha also ordered a buffet, I don't know why. Because I can't imagine many other things that would go worse with tea. Well, brushing your teeth? Ah, that sounds nasty, man. Oh well, I take a bite out of my sandwich. It's very good.
Hee-chan, have you thought about joining the student council?
Ah.
Don't talk me a mouthful, Hee-chan.
I wash my mouth down with a sip of coffee, which is also surprisingly good. But now is not the time to remark on how this place has good food. You said you understood it was too early to expect me to make a decision this quickly. That was like 3 hours ago.
A man should be decisive, Hee-chan. You really should join the student council, Hee-chan. Come on, it'll be fun.
People always say, come on, it'll be fun, about things that are never ever fun. It's true. That does happen. It's like, come on, it'll be fun. Next thing you know, you're just like, frigging, I regret that. Why did I listen to you, you idiots?
Don't you believe me, Hee-chan?
Is it Shizune saying that or Misha? What a cute expression, but the effect is somewhat jarring, like she has split personalities.
Hee-chan, that's depressing. We just want to spend time with you. That's right, Hee-chan. Yeah, that's a good point too. Yep, this is beneficial to everyone. It solves all our problems. Yeah, I also thought Hee-chan would appreciate it. That makes me sad.
Suddenly, I feel really left out. It's rude to talk about someone without letting them in on the conversation. Shizune adjusts her glasses, laughing to herself.
You know, that's a thought. If people that are deaf from birth, do they make any sounds at all? I mean, they can't speak because, well... That's a confusing thing I find about that, because I've never known anyone who is actually legitimately deaf. Like, if you go deaf, you still know how to talk, you just wouldn't be able to hear yourself. Or if you were born deaf, would you make any sounds at all? I'd imagine you'd still be capable of, you know, actually making sounds, you just wouldn't know how to actually, you know, speak. I don't know. It's like one of those things where I'm just like, no, I should look up about that, but it's another case where it's probably be like, I should look up that, but I can't be asked. Oh, but it's true, Hee-chan, and you would be helping us out. Membership has been really low this year.
How low?
That's a secret, Hee-chan.
No, I want to know how low it was. How low is low? 5? Lower?
Well...
0.
Hee-chan, that isn't important. What matters is that the number is low. And that is why we would appreciate you giving us a hand, especially with the festival coming up so soon, and it looking to be a busy year ahead in general.
Sorry, you're not going to answer my question.
No!
I sigh and straighten up in my chair, trying to look as defiant as possible, because this seems like a big issue and I do not want to let it go that easily. I feel silly, like a blowfish. Fine, at least tell me this. How many people are in the student council? Total.
Well, Hee-chan, we're definitely undermanned, but we have enough members to get the job done. Yep.
You have turned into a better from the mystery dungeon. It's not just the two of you, is it?
Hee-chan, that's funny.
And there's another thing I just noticed. You can see, like, the tears in her eyes. The laughing kind of thing. How the hell have I not noticed this? Like, she's got one of the most expressive faces in this entire visual novel. All the while having a face that resembles, or at least reminds me of a strawberry.
But it's definitely not just us.
Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure?
Yep.
I stare at them, both trying to see if they will slip up and confirm my worst fears. Misha frowns, looking uncomfortable, but that is probably because I'm staring at her. Shizune, on the other hand, returns my gaze with one of her own. Maybe she is challenging me, peering at me over the rims of her glasses like that. So teasing and surprisingly immature, like a little girl beckoning someone to play with her.
Hee-chan, your two cute student council representatives have been trying to make you feel welcome and are even treating you to lunch. You should show your gratitude by joining the council so you can at least help them out. Yeah, it would be great if you could just file some papers for us, and the festival's coming up and we have to build up some stalls for the games and food. Just a few, so if you were there, it would be a lot easier for us. Please, Hee-chan.
What an interesting good cop, bad cop routine. I'll give it a shot, why not? Just a shot. Okay, I'll give it a trial run. Doesn't mean I'm joining or anything definite, just that I'll help out a little, and then I'll see. And this makes us even for lunch. I'm not doing this because I want to. I finished off the last of my sandwich, and this makes Misha notice for the first time in a while that she has a buffet. I always forget, is it buffet, blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty sure it's buffet, right? It's just like, it's another case where you spell things completely different how it's pronounced. I mean, you say buffet, if that is it, then it's just... Like, usually I'm not complaining about that with English words, but it's words in general, it doesn't matter what language. It could be like English, it could be Welsh, it could be French, it could be German, it could be Japanese, it could be Chinese, it could be anything. But there'll always be words that are, like, on paper, and how you pronounce it completely different for some god knows what reason, unless there is probably maybe at least one language in the entire world that has it so that it's spelled exactly how it's pronounced. But I have yet to encounter it, or if I have encountered such a language, I don't know what language it is. I finish off the last of my sandwich, and this makes Misha notice for the first time in a while that she has a buffet. She starts digging in, much as it is charming, because I can tell from the way she plays with her fingers that she had a lot to say. Every time I look at Shizune, she looks back with such focus and intensity. This time is no exception. Her face is expressionless. Maybe she is thinking. Eventually it gives way to a smile. She signs something, and obviously I can't understand it at all. She has to know that, and she does it again. Her childish playfulness showing through in the speed and energy of her gestures. Misha, what did she say? Misha looks up from her buffet, torn between wanting to help out and going back eating. What does this mean? I try my best to make the same movements with my hands that Shizune did. I come to realize quickly that this isn't very easy. Imagine doing this all day as your only means of communication. I think I've said this before, but apparently my sister knows a bit of sign language. She took a course in sign language. I'm not sure what reason she had for that, but then again, well, you don't really have a reason. You can just be like, you know what, it'd be interesting to learn this or that. Those eyebrows. Again, she has the most expressive kind of facial reactions. Well, facial expressions.
Sorry, Hee-chan, I can't tell you.
Why not? Is it an insult?
No, Hee-chan, I can't tell you because it means something nice.
Something nice, huh? Well, they've gone back to their tea and food, so I guess this conversation is over for now. I don't really understand, but this makes me wish that I could. Maybe I could even try learning sign language. The school might have courses for it. Would I really do that? I think about it as I finish the rest of my coffee. I wonder why I'd ever be motivated to think about it. Well, I mean, not ever, but whatever. It's kind of obvious why he would, be like, you know what, I'm going to learn sign language. Why? Because you know someone who you'd be able to better communicate with if you actually knew it. I'm enjoying myself so much that I don't even notice that we were supposed to be back in class 10 minutes ago. Even if I were to start heading back to school right now, it would take at least 30 minutes. Maybe I can't risk running fast with my condition, so it would take at least that long to get there. Well, 10 minutes late already as I am, it wouldn't matter even if I could teleport. It reminds me of, when, someone's strict, like a parent or something, it's like, you will be back here at this exact time, and even if you're a second late, it's just like, it doesn't matter. It's like, I just thinking of Dave Allen, the late great Irish comedian. Like, he did an example, parents just you'll be here by this time, or something like that, the way he said about it. he just like, I can't even remember, it's been a while since I've seen the clip, but he like realized that lady was like, oh shit, they're gonna be mad at me. It's like, I'm gonna be late. He's just like, oh, I might as well stay here for the full thing then. It's like, because the punishment will be the same regardless. It's like, might as well stay till midnight.
Something wrong, He-chan?
I just realized the lunch break ended 10 minutes ago. It's only my third day and I'm already going to miss a class.
Yep, you're already late.
Hey, that's not funny. So are you. Aren't you two in the student council? Setting a bad example.
He-chan is so moral. But He-chan is right. He is late for class, and it looks like you're cutting through, He-chan, because you're not making an effort to go. As your student council representatives, we're going to have to do something about this and make sure you're punished for it.
But you two dragged me out here. It's all your fault. Take responsibility.
He-chan, we were just taking a prospective student council member out and recruit him. It's business. But you're not a member of the council, so there's no excuse.
Yes, there is. That prospective student council member is clearly me.
Yes, so you're going to join the student council, He-chan.
Shizune raises her teacup hotly and wags her outstretched pinky finger up and down.
He-chan, if you were a member of the student council, but you can still join now, He-chan. If you join now, you won't be in any trouble at all, and we'll be able to take any more nice excursions like this all the time. It'll be fun.
I start thinking that maybe this was all an elaborate setup leading up to this moment. Maybe Shizune lured me out here, banking on the possibility that I'd lose track of time and be forced into this situation. Diabolical. Well, considering that I know what I know of her, I should have been more on my guard. But to admit that I got myself into this, even slightly, would be unforgivable. I try to read Shizune's intentions in her eyes, but she returns my stare blankly. Innocently, she takes a sip of tea like she is mocking me.
By the way, He-chan, I didn't plan this at all. Things just happened to work out this way.
I was almost about to drop my theory as paranoia, but this puts a new spin on things. I was full in awe. So it really was an elaborate setup from the very beginning, all just to burn me and force me to join the student council. This whole thing, like, because he lost track of time and all that, and like, they're going on about their planning. The freaking think of Eisen from Bleach is just like, just as planned.
You look so nervous, He-chan. Did you really think we were tricking you this whole time?
You're not.
He-chan, you really thought?
Misha frowns, looking heartbroken. Shizune quickly frowns as well, following her lead. How synchronized. Two of a perfect pair. They must be twins.
He-chan says she's flattered, He-chan, but doing that kind of thing would be a grossly inappropriate abuse of power, and imposing on your free will. And it would be blackmail too. He-chan would never do anything like that. Never.
Unless it was a game of Risk, or a game in general. Because she doesn't seem like she'd really, you know... I mean, when they were playing Risk, she was essentially a dictator, after all. She would abuse the shit out of power. I think about asking Misha, are you sure, but resist the urge to.
Anyway, He-chan, what's Shizune...
Not Shizune, that is her name, but
He-chan said is true. Since you're with us and we're doing student council work, it's okay if we miss a class or two. Not that this was a good excuse to do so. Or one that should be used more than 3 times a month. Or something that kind of should be abused. So, we must definitely return to class. Eventually.
Shizune waves Zuka over and points to her empty teacup, indicating that she wants anyone unknown. As Misha scrambles to finish her buffet, searching and order something else, maybe I should as well. You know, while looking at Misha's face and the way she's always like, Wahahaha! Reminds me of Mr. Squash, and if you've seen like a trailer I uploaded on my main channel, I'm planning on helping Project Diva F second, and so Mr. Squash will be in there, and I want to like throw more like portraits of Mr. Squash, and I just thought I'd like picturing maybe like draw Mr. Squash, but with Misha's hairstyle. Just like I don't know, man. That'd be a random thing to do. I am still hungry, and the portions here are a little on the small side. Most importantly, Shizune is paying for everything. With that in mind, I asked Yuka for a sandwich. Wait, what happened to splitting it evenly? By the time we leave the tea shop, I've missed not just one class, but two. Shizune and Misha seem content to let the whole day pass by, stalling for even more time by suggesting a tour of the town that turns out to cover a 2-block radius from where we start. Eventually we do go back to school, and the rest of the day is business as usual. When class is over, Shizune and Misha pack their bags and leave the room before me. Come to think of it, this is the first time they've left me alone. It's strange, I almost miss them. The room empties quickly, and I'm the last one out of the door. When I try to leave in the lobby, however, an arm blows itself in front of me like a tall bridge gate, stopping me in my tracks. You shall not pass! Oh, hi, Shizune. A pair of hands from behind cover my eyes, followed by a sharp burst of laughter.
Hey, Hee-chan, guess who?
Misha asked the question completely without sarcasm, meaning she doesn't think that I instantly knew it was her for many obvious reasons. I wonder who it could be. Well, staffing up Misha.
Ha, it is!
Misha swings around and stands in front of me beside Shizune.
Hee-chan, are you busy right now?
Busy going to my room, yeah. See you two tomorrow. Yes, that is true. That depends if I go tomorrow, of course. But anyways, let's call it part there. See you next time, viewers. See you next time.